Table Sports Podcast coming to you live. It's a big weekend for drafts in your fantasy league, so I'm drafting the number 5 spot in a $5 best ball draft that is on Yahoo. So if you're drafting Yahoo this weekend, you'll get to see kind of how everything lines up and how everything goes in these drafts. $5 best balls aren't perfect. They're better than mock drafts because mock drafts just go crazy. And this is a little bit more like your regular draft. You're still going to draft more quarterbacks and more tight ends than you normally would because this is the team that you're going to be with the rest of the time in a best ball. And we've got the 5th pick here, which I like a lot. Been getting stuck at the end of the draft recently, so we'll see how this breaks out. We got the start going here. Let's see here. What's going to happen? Jonathan Taylor, not surprising that's how it starts. That's how it's been starting. Christian McCaffrey, once again, not surprising. Cooper Kupp, okay, it's fine. Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson. That means I'm going to take Austin Eckler right here. That's an easy pick for me, and that's exactly what I wanted to happen because I want a running back if I can help it. I love Justin Jefferson. And I love Cooper Kupp too, but still, I want a running back in this position. Maybe that's just me in a boomer state there, I guess, because that's how I used to like to do it back in the day as well. And the league's changed a ton for sure, but still, anyway. Got to get myself out of the frame here so we can see what's going on. There we go. All right, so So it started off Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson. Then I took Austin Eckler 5, Dalvin Cook 6, Stephon Diggs stepping in at 7. That's a little abnormal. It's usually Najee, Derrick Henry, and Jamar Chase. That usually fills out the top 9. So somebody really wanted Diggs right there. So they got him for sure. I bet they go running back on the way back. That kicks Chase down to the 10th pick. Chase and Aaron Jones, that's a good set right there. It's harder to go Chase and Mixon right there too. Even if you want stacks, I don't really know if I'm all the way on board with that particular stack. So it is what it is. Let's see here. Coming up here shortly. What are we? Oh, yeah, I'm thinking DeAndre, CeeDee Lamb, Alvin Kamara. I think I'm going to take DeAndre Swift right here. I really like him this season. Maybe it's the hard knocks getting to me, but I'm in on that. I think I might regret CeeDee Lamb a little bit. It's really easy to stack him with Dak Prescott at this point, so I do regret that just a tad, but that's all right. We're gonna get it, and there goes Kamara. Those are the 3 guys I was thinking about. So everybody seems to be on it on this end of the draft here. Pretty sure I'm going to get somebody that I like at the end here. I'm hoping it's not Leonard, Javonte, or Chubbs. I'm hoping it's Mike Evans or Tyreek. Mike Evans would be my ultimate, but we still got a lot of picks between me and them. Hopefully these guys sop up those running backs. I'm not afraid to go with those running backs too, but I'd prefer to not have to pick between Leonard, Javonte, and Michael Pittman. But if that's what it comes to and Leonard's the guy, I think I'm going to have to go there. So there goes Javonte. Good. That's getting us closer. Come on, Big Mike. You can make it. You can make it if you try. Big Mike Evans. Faded off a little bit there, but I felt like that. No, he didn't make it. He didn't try. He didn't even try. Come on, Tyreek. Come on, buddy. Be a buddy. Oh, so close. So close. Tyreek, I know it's definitely a quarterback downgrade, but I think they're going to feature him in a real way. And I really liked the speed that they were running with out there. When it was Tyreek, Jalen, it was going to be Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, and then Chase Edmonds and his speed out there. I really liked what I saw from that. So I've been all over Tyreek in the 3rd round. That's how it fell. I don't mind Michael Pittman right there. Let's see if Baja Blast, who took Stephon Diggs, takes Mike Williams this early. That's interesting. Oh, he takes Michael Pittman. Maybe Josh Allen makes it back. Maybe he's not even thinking about stacking Josh Allen. But if he's not, he should be. He should be thinking about stacking Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs if he can help it. That may be how it falls in this last part right here. We'll see. James Conner, Kyle Pitts. That's about right. This is kind of usually how it goes. I'm hoping that DJ Moore makes it back. That would be an auto pick for me. Also okay with Keenan Allen. Oh, Josh Allen went right before he picked Terry McLaurin, Etienne, Waddle. Yeah, I'm going to take DJ Moore right here if he makes it. Let's see if he does. I think I'm going to take either him or Keenan Allen. I have not taken Keenan Allen hardly at all at this point, and that may be a mistake. So much for stacking Justin Herbert with Austin Eckler. There are entirely too many good wide receivers right here for me to even think about that right now. Like, I can't even start to wrap my mind around that. Maybe if everything falls super wrong right here, I'll think about Patrick or Lamar. But other than that, it's going to have to go super wrong for me to not take one of these receivers right here if they fall to me. Let's see what everybody else is looking at. See, I'm hoping that they clear out some of this running back for me, and then I can take that third wide receiver. I'm always super stoked when any one of these four guys makes it to me in the 5th round. I'm not in on Breece Hall. I'm okay with Cam Akers, but I think I would end up taking somebody more from this range before I took Cam Akers too. Oh, God, the wide receiver value right here is just so dense. Damn it, there goes 3 of them right there. Oh, 4 of them. No. Damn it, they're not going to make it. I knew it. It's okay. You got 2 wide receivers. One of them is insanely simple to stack if you go Baker Mayfield as one of your quarterbacks. So there's that too. 2 is also pretty easy, but he goes a little earlier than I would like a lot of the time. You kind of have to commit resources that I'd like to commit to like a wide receiver flyer in this format. So, okay, there goes Lamar. Come on, Cortland Sutton. You're the last bastion of wide receiver. I'm okay with oh yeah, he made it. That's a rarity right there. Don't count on Cortland Sutton being there at that point at any in your drafts. That DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton, those both kind of went a little later than usual. Everything else has kind of been, Chase Edmonds this early. My stars. Woo! That is spicy right there. Seems like there's been a lot of running back slippage in this range. Everybody's kind of on to the fact that you don't really need to take the running backs in this range necessarily, that there's problems with all of them. Did Patrick already go? Okay, Patrick's on the board. Darren Waller, Brandon Cooks, Hollywood, Judy. Taking Hollywood over Judy. I'm also thinking about J.K. Dobbins as a third running back. Running back's going to start kipping off. Okay, never mind on Tyreek. There goes Juju too. Juju was on the board. I'm going right now, Darren Waller, Cooks, Malcolm, / Hollywood. And yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I might go. No, I already have Cortland. I don't want to go double Cortland, Judy. I do want to get Russell if I can help it for Cortland. That's on the table now. And I know I keep talking about stacks. That's not as important in your home leagues as it is in this format. It's super important to get stacks in this one. So that's why you see me talking about it a bunch at this point. Jalen Hurts. I need to start thinking about quarterback, but like I said, there's just too many. Oh man, Dameon Pierce in the 6th round. He has really moved up. That's the highest I've ever seen him taken at this point. So that's super interesting. All right, come on, Darren Waller. You can make it, buddy. You got this. I the Tiger. Come on, Darren. It's my turn next. Billy, you don't want this? Yes. All right. Darren Waller has some Gronk potential in that situation where, man, if he can just stay healthy, and Josh McDaniels is going to look for him so much in that offense, and he already had the eye of Derek Carr. This may cost me one of these wide receivers right here, but I'm okay with it. Cost me David Montgomery. I'm okay with that too. He's been slipping a lot. I This is where I start to dip back into running back, though. But I couldn't pass on Darren Waller in the 6th round. That's an automatic mash for me. Cortland Sutton, too. It's been all the picks so far have really fallen my way. I would have probably mashed on Brandon Cooks right there, too, but that's fine. We're looking Hollywood, J.K. Dobbins right now is the top of my list. I'm still going to throw Darnell Mooney in there. What's everybody else looking at? I'll throw DK Metcalf into the mix as well at this point as a 4th wide receiver. That'd be interesting. How many picks we got? There goes Dallas. Josh Jacobs. They're clearing out some of the running backs I don't like. Hopefully Antonio Gibson, Miles Davis. There goes Hollywood. So there goes that. I wouldn't mind J.K. Dobbins as that 3rd running back here. Running back is it's kind of it thins out a little bit, and then there goes J.K. All right, now we got to come up with a plan here. I'm not super hype on any of those guys right there. There goes DK Metcalf. Am I talking Darnell Mooney? What's left at wide receiver? Oof. There's a lot going on there. It's a tough one. I am going to go Rashad Bateman. I don't have enough Rashad Bateman overall. And he seems to be the only true wide receiver in that offense. Thielen was also on my mind. I would have loved for it to have been J.K. Dobbins right there, but there's a lot to dip into in the running backs right here, and wide receiver does start to thin out right here. Like this little range goes quickly, so you had to kind of get to pick your favorite. See, there goes Christian Kirk. Adam Thielen was on the thought process there too, so I would definitely be thinking about him, but I don't know. I just I wasn't ready right there for those running backs quite yet. And here we go. See this tier of wide receiver. I'm mad if a lot of these guys, I'm not happy that Rashad Bateman is my 4th, but I'm mad a lot of these times if Hunter Renfrow and Devontae Smith and some of this tier is my 4th wide receiver. I'm hoping that I got into it a little heavier than that. Let's see here. See, there goes Lazard. We played that right. Okay. It's also the start of quarterback run. Man, I don't really have any stack for Kyler, but I can do that later. This is a really good spot for him. It's just starting to unearth. Oh, there goes. See, there we go. Cooper, and now it's your turn. Let's see here. I'm going to wait one more. And I only have 2 running backs. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. Taking Ramondre right there. It's a little early, and it's before Devin Singletary and some of these guys right here, but you want who you want. And it kind of looks like they're probably going to, have Damian in there a lot too, and they're going to give them their own series sometime and stuff, but I'm okay with it. I am definitely okay with it. I'm not afraid to take Rashad Penny, Melvin. God, there's so many good running backs left, though, so maybe I'll wait, but quarterback. Let's see how quarterback thins out right here. If it doesn't, we'll take one of those guys. God, there's so many good quarterbacks left, too. It's really wide receiver that's been thinned out the most. See, there goes Devontae. Penny. Brandon Ayuk. Okay. I'm not super stoked on Elijah Moore as everybody is, but falling this far is a little far for me too. So, okay, Hunter Renfrow and Elijah Moore is what we're thinking right here, I believe. Maybe DeAndre Hopkins, Robert Woods. See, there goes Renfrow, Miles Sanders. This is interesting. A lot of goodness left on the board right here. Here goes Elijah Moore. It's my turn to draft. Shit. I thought it was not my turn. Man, this is so late for Joe Burrow. We're just going to do it. May have choked right there. Doesn't have any stacks. I only have 3 running backs. I should have taken a running back. I need a wide receiver, but man, it's just such good value for that quarterback so late. And I am trying to only take 2 quarterbacks, so got to do what you got to do at a certain point. We'll try and get Tyler Boyd later. We'll get Hayden Hurst later too, and try and stack up Joe a little bit. That's one good thing about Joe is he has some later stacks. Jesus, Jalen Tolbert this early. I'm going to have to try and get a wide receiver right here, even with these quarterbacks that are still left. Maybe I have to look at those running backs. I'd probably think about Drake London right now. Still not practicing Thursday. There goes Tony Pollard. Would have loved to have had Tony Pollard, but there's still some good running backs here too. So maybe they kip off before I get to pick again. But I'm going to get one of those guys, and then, man, I don't know how this is going to work right here. It's tight quarters. We're in tight quarters on this draft. I hope everybody's enjoying it. Starting to ramble a little bit. Julio, Tom Brady, good. Those are good for us. I think if I had to go about it right now, I'd take Cordarrelle. There goes Russell. So much for that stack, but that I kind of chose that. Ooh. Or are we doing that? Are we taking DeAndre this early? That's interesting too. But this is a roto scoring, so you kind of have to. Those weeks missed are a big deal. I'm gonna keep waiting on quarterback. I got to get a wide receiver right here. That may be a mistake, but 5th wide receiver, DeAndre, I'm okay with that. Let's hope that one of the running backs makes it back. Cordarrelle, Melvin Gordon, Michael Carter. I'm okay with that too. And then if not, we'll take the quarterback and go from there. Getting that 5th wide receiver makes me feel a lot better too. And now we can use the other 2 to try and stack. Maybe Tyler Boyd makes it a lot longer. Okay, there goes Cordarrelle. At this point, maybe Antonio Gibson's a value as my 4th running back in the 11th round. So we'll think about that. Definitely thinking about Melvin. Drake London still on the board too. He's been out a bit, so not as hype on him. Here goes Matthew. I guess if we want to get the end, okay, there goes Antonio Gibson. I guess if we want to get the end of this quarterback right here, we may have to go quarterback. Although I'm okay with Aaron Rodgers too. It's just what's going to fall back to me at this point if I don't go right there. I need to get a 4th running back on board though. So I'm going to take whichever one falls to, and there goes Dak too. So that, man, Aaron Rodgers, that pretty much takes it off the board. Michael Carter as my 4th running back doesn't feel especially great, but for what has happened to this point, I'm okay with it. Freiermuth down there. Kirk Cousins still on the board. Doesn't have the same bye week as Joe Burrow. Once again, though, no stacks whatsoever for either one of these guys, so got to work on that. That might mean we need to take Tyler Boyd and maybe reach on him a little bit. There goes Drake London. There goes Tony. Only need 2 more wide receivers, but this would be a good spot. I also like Robert Woods just as a straight-up pick. Probably going to go either – let's see what these guys have done. Oh, no quarterbacks. Oh, okay, so if I want Kirk Cousins, it's going to have to be this next round. May cost me a bit at wide receiver, but we went there earlier. And this guy having Jefferson at the very end, I don't want him to be able to stack that. His team looks really good. So we'll take that off the table for him if we get a chance. Who else is left at quarterback? Would there be any better stacks if I waited? Let's see. I do have Waller, so that also helps. Maybe I can wait a little longer there. I do have Tua as well, or I do have Tyreek as well. So maybe I do wait. Nah, screw that guy. Do you like Freiermuth too? Somebody I've been taking along this range. Let's see where both of them kind of stack up in the. Oh yeah, they're right there. I really don't have any Derek Carr though, so this would be a weird team for me to go ahead and go in on Derek Carr, but maybe I will. Well, I'm thinking about it. I know that guy's going to take Kirk Cousins if he gets a chance, though. Do I just do that just to screw that guy? It doesn't really do my team a whole lot. What else is here that I could take that would make me better? Gainwell, huh? Do I go ahead and take Freiermuth and take my chances at quarterback? I think I do. He's going to auto pick Kirk Cousins right here. He's going to have a sweet stack and a great team, and he's going to beat me. And he's got 2 chances to do it, too. So he's going to do it. That's all right. Freiermuth, second tight end. I love that move. That's something I'm excited about when it happens. Yeah, there it goes. I don't know why it took him so long. It's a pretty sweet team. I'm not going to lie. Getting the Justin Jefferson stack there, pretty sweet. It's better stacked than my stupid team. I'll tell you that. It's all right. We're going to get Tyler Boyd coming up. It's going to happen. Confident it's going to happen. If not, we'll get Tua. Hunter Henry also on the board. Ooh, we could get Gesicki later on, even though he's kind of on the outs. Okay. Maybe we do some Tua stacking right here. I know that's not – oh, never mind. Scratch that. Now we're getting deep into quarterback, which is fine. I went Joe at a – guy got Joe at a nice clip there. Neither one of Justin or Trevor have the same bye weeks as most of these guys already have 2 quarterbacks. We're in great shape. Oh, this one doesn't have a tight end. That's interesting. Going bulk tight end later on, I would guess. Come on, Tyler. Oh, there goes Trevor. That's fine. Come on. Tyler Boyd, we want 1 stack with Joe. 1 stack with Joe now. Jordan, you already got Kirk Cousins off me. You can do me the favor and leave me Tyler right here. You can do that. And you did. Thank you. Not the strongest stack, but hey, we got something. Tyler Boyd to Joe Burrow's touchdowns are better for us now. I have a couple of those going, so I'm good with that. Maybe let's hope Justin makes it back to us. That'd be the optimal situation. Can always make like Justin's 7th. We always make Justin and his second wide receiver a late stack if we wanted. I just have the feeling that they're going to have to do a lot of catching up. He's going to have to do a lot of running and moving around. I guess if everything goes super wrong on that end, we'll go Baker Mayfield, the very last pick maybe. I think I might do that anyway. Just get the DJ Moore stack. Let's see what else we have here. We need – what else? And what else we need? We need 1 tight end. We need 1 wide receiver. We need 1 running back. And we need 2 running backs. No. For this build, we still need the quarterback too. So we need 1 of everything, essentially. So let's take a look at what's on the board. Plenty at wide receivers, a bunch of good flyers mixed in there. Nobody really from the top end. So let's skip that for now. James Robinson, interesting. Rashad White on my board for sure. Isaiah Pacheco's on a bunch of people's boards. Oh, there goes Fields. That means we're definitely going Baker Mayfield. We can't wait on it either though, but we can wait this 1 round here. I think I'm either going to go James Robinson or but Hunter Henry's left too. I really like Hunter Henry a lot. Oof. Interesting. You know what? Hunter Henry it is. That's a freaking stacked tight end core right there. So that should be nice. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have taken 3 quarterbacks. But I trust Joe Burrow, and I'm going to trust Baker Mayfield with the Panthers too. So we're going to get that. Not in our next pick. We're probably going to take Isaiah Pacheco, James Robinson, or Khalil Herbert to cap this off. We'll see if any of them make it. Yeah, we want those we're done with tight ends, so we want those to start kipping off in a big way. We still need to pick out a wide receiver. Maybe we take Robbie Anderson with our Baker. Did not practice Monday. Has been dealing with a quad injury since the middle of last week. Okay. So, question is, do we need to lock? No, we need to take Isaiah Pacheco, James Robinson, or Khalil Herbert, then Baker. That's the plan. We'll hope we get to execute it. Waiting on quarterback this long is not something I usually do, for the record, but it is what it is. And yes, Pacheco. I'm not 100% sold on him, but there's a lot of industry experts that really like him. And to get him as my last running back in the super duper late rounds, that makes me feel just fine. So I'm good with that. Let's see here. Now we need to get 1 wide receiver to make it 7. And then our quarterback. We're going to take Baker Mayfield first. That's going to mean we're going to get a really crappy last wide receiver probably. But there's decent flyers throughout this still left. And then we can always pick up Robbie Anderson too as the Baker stack. And then when Baker goes off and throws for a bunch of touchdowns, maybe we win a couple of weeks there. Hopefully that happens. And hopefully we get the chance. There's not a lot left at quarterback to this point. And maybe to that point, I might take 2 quarterbacks if things don't go my way here. I could always pick up Mac Jones, stack that with my Hunter Henry. I think there's going to be a connection there. Let's see. Ryan Tannehill, don't really have anybody to go with him, but, hey, got to go with options. Matt Ryan, that's pretty late for Matt Ryan, too. So we've got some options on the board. I feel fine about that. Let's see. I'm going Baker first. I'm going to try and complete the stack with DJ Moore. I don't have a ton of that, but I've got some, and people have even less of it. So it's like, okay. What do we okay, come on. So when you're playing against other players and you have a bunch of leagues in here, it's not hurting you. Oh, Webanon was still out there. I didn't realize that. Draft. Baker Mayfield. Dang, I'm sorry. I didn't look at Baker's bye week. It chilled me to the bone for a half second that I thought I'd screwed that up. That's funny. All right. Got that in. All right, so now what are we doing here? I think I'm still taking Robbie Anderson if he makes it. Same thing. He doesn't get picked very often, so you're not really going up against him a lot. It's easier to cheer for him for that reason. If you don't have a bunch of I don't have a ton of Michael Carter, it's hard to cheer for him. It's harder to cheer for him just because he's on every other team, or he's on a team in every other league that I have, because he always gets drafted. And he got drafted way earlier on in the season. So there's a bunch of people with a lot of valuable, I think, shares of him. Where I got him, not near as valuable. You could get him not this late, not in the last couple of rounds, but in the 2 before this, that was where he was going. So a lot of valuable shares out there. I've been drafting, if you're wondering, since I think it was May. I think I waited till May. I didn't do any in April. I wanted to see some stuff settle out after the draft. You got to wait until after the draft. Plus, I'm not sure that Yahoo had it going. I do mine on Yahoo. So there's that. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the teams that came out of this. There's mine. Joe Burrow, Tyreek Hill, DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton. Super happy with that. Austin Eckler, DeAndre Swift, Darren Waller. I'd be really happy with this as an overall fantasy team too. Like, I think that team could win a championship possibly. Michael Carter as a flyer there. Oh, my turn to draft? Robbie Anderson, you still left. Baker stack. Worried about that. But you know what? At the very last, late in there, that's fine. I like Rashad Bateman, Ramondre Stevens, DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Carter. I like all those players. I got players that I really like. Hunter Henry, that's really late for him too. So even though I didn't really stack this very well, I've only got the one wide receiver to one quarterback. I guess I got two. I have Robbie Anderson too. So, but that's really super low end and kind of trashy, in my opinion. Getting Austin Hooper and Tanyan this late, by the way, for these guys is pretty good. That's pretty good value. Let's take a look at the other teams, though. Matthew Stafford, Allen Robinson stack. I have a bunch of those, and I like that. It's a pretty salty core right there, too. Kind of goes off the rails with Jacobs and some of the guys that I don't like in that. He's got Tua, Gesicki. That's fine. Not, same thing as me, just kind of some decent stacks. Allen and Matthew stack. I'm really big with that. Let's take a look. He's got Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, too. Those are stud running backs. Waddle is your first wide receiver is interesting, but then he's got Cooks, he's got Marquise. That means everything else is pretty well filled out. I like that team okay. Mark Andrews, Lamar stack, that's nice. Got Dak too, so he's got two really good quarterbacks, if I can talk. Let's see here. Josh, we need to go through these kind of rapidly so that you can see everything that came out of it for these different teams. A-Rod, that team's all right. I like it all right. Billy. Herbert, Mike Williams stack. He did that early, too. He wanted that going on. Still ended up with a good team, too. Went Chase Edmonds really early. This guy had some really strong opinions on what he was looking for. Brian Robinson really early. Man, that's the one that didn't go tight end until super late. And he ends up getting Okwebanon and Austin Hooper, too. So, and he stacked it with Josh Palmer. So, Billy, definitely somebody to look out for, even though he reached on some stuff. I like this team a lot. Just from look at those big three wide receivers. He still ended up with some good value at running back. He smashed that. Then he kind of came back to wide receiver again. Baja Blast, that's all right. Definitely, I gave you that Kirk Cousins stack, which I didn't stack anything to it either, so that's fine. Josh Allen and the Gabe Davis stack, that's good. What else? Russell, he kind of tripped off a little bit at the end here, so I'm not as scared of that team. Went Dameon Pierce super early. God, a lot of stack. Everybody was stacking in this one. I fell off. I'm the one that got the weak stack in this one, it looks like, because there's a bunch of other ones in here. A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts is a good one. I'm not as big a fan of the rest of his team, so whatever. Patrick and Juju. Well done, man. Everybody got their stacks on this one. Tom Brady, Chris Godwin. Well done. Well done. I probably screwed up his Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow stack, but I don't know. Joe Burrow, Tyler Moore, Baker, I feel light. That makes me feel light on my stacks, but that's fine. It is what it is, and I still feel pretty strong about the team. Hope this was fun. I hope everybody got something out of this, and look for more. I'm probably going to do some more before we start the season for sure, so look for that, and have a great rest of your day.